Welcome to Critical Reviews. Today, we're diving into the world of the AMD Ryzen 5 7600X. Is this processor the hero we need, or just another overhyped piece of silicon? Buckle up, because we're about to find out. Let's kick things off with the last reason. The price. At $299, the Ryzen 5 7600X is positioned as a mid-range option, but is it really worth it? While it offers solid performance, there are cheaper alternatives that might give you more bang for your buck. So if you're on a budget, you might want to think twice before diving in. Now let's talk about the performance. With 6 cores and 12 threads, the Ryzen 5 7600X is a multitasking beast. It can handle gaming, streaming, and even some light video editing without breaking a sweat. But hold your horses. Some users have reported overheating issues, especially during intense gaming sessions. So if you're planning to push this chip to its limits, make sure you have a solid cooling solution. Next up, let's discuss the architecture. Built on a 5nm process, the Ryzen 5 7600X boasts impressive efficiency. However, some critics argue that while it performs well in benchmarks, real-world usage can sometimes tell a different story. It's like having a sports car that looks great, but struggles in everyday traffic. So keep that in mind before you hit the buy button. Moving on to gaming performance. This processor shines in gaming scenarios, often outperforming its Intel counterparts. But, and it's a big but, some users have experienced stuttering and lag during gameplay. So while it may be a great choice for most gamers, if you're a competitive player, you might want to consider other options or invest in a higher-end model. Now, let's talk about compatibility. The Ryzen 5 7600X uses the AM5 socket, which is a step forward for AMD. However, this means you'll need to invest in a new motherboard if you're upgrading from an older Ryzen chip. So if you're looking for an easy drop-in upgrade, you might be in for a surprise. It's like buying a new phone and realizing your old charger won't work. Finally, let's wrap things up with the cooling requirements. Many users have noted that the Ryzen 5 7600X runs hot, often reaching temperatures that could make a polar bear sweat. If you're not prepared with a good cooling solution, you might find yourself in a sticky situation. So, invest wisely in your cooling setup, or you might just end up with a very expensive paperweight. And there you have it. The AMD Ryzen 5 7600X is a solid choice for gamers and multitaskers alike, but it's not without its flaws. Make sure to weigh the pros and cons before making your decision. Thanks for tuning in to Critical Reviews, and remember, whether you're building a new rig or upgrading your old one, always do your research.